Already this place is gonna start. If this level of the castle already looks this bad, I can't imagine how bad the rest is. It looks like there's a draft in there, but couldn't say for sure. I can even go in there. Yes, bugs.
This shouldn't be.
That shouldn't be. What shouldn't be?
There should be more cooperite. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
When you're thinking of putting up a fire, you don't really put a tinderbox inside. Gives me the chills more and more. Laboratories were never my thing. Especially ones like this. Nothing's ever good. What is this? Who can really say? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave their judgment and a safe return. Laboratory, certainly there is experiments going on. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid, or acidic, and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Looking at that experiment page, I will certainly have the ingredients in order to do what I was planning on doing. And if it makes an acidic solution, it should actually help me here. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Didn't do it very well, but, well, I think I have what I need in order to do this experiment. Alright. Now to put the ingredients in. Orpiment, cuprite, Calamine! What was that? Some staircase. Let's worry about that later. What the? It's just water. No big deal. Let's get back to this. Last Aqua Regia. Alright. Let's turn on the heat. Here we go. Excellent. Solution has been made. A pot of acid. Should definitely do what I need. Chemistry pot is certainly a helpful little thing, able to hold acid. But now I have to deal with, well, my little predicament here. This shouldn't be too difficult to solve, actually. It's just out of reach. Maybe if I get a little booster seat, I should be able to get through here. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Now I have a pot of acid and we can deal with getting down into the refinery. One step closer. You're not stopping me this time. Act! Okay, you are. You are. Ow. You clearly don't want me there anymore. No other options. Now with my pot of acid, I can move on to the refinery. I really hope they're down there. It's not like them to just leave. Excellent. Need more oil for here.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Stray from who? Okay, yeah, not straying. Because otherwise I'll run straight into him. We've met before.
Is anyone there?
He certainly might be here. Man, I hope so. Laudanum. Hey! No thanks. I don't want any.
Of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Is he here? Idea if he's here or not. I'm definitely needing to conserve oil. I don't want to be running around this place. And all of a sudden running out of oil and then staying in the dark forever. What? Yeah, no, yes, no, maybe.
25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Certainly do. Where else could I possibly go in this place? Right, there. Oh hey, wait! Need more oil. I think I'm able to actually see someone. Yeah, they are here. Good. I'm glad. We can now work on getting out of here together. Because I think my sanity is not doing so well. I think